When I first came to the Lighthouse of Broward, I was feeling very hopeless. And after a few weeks, I was really injected with a fusion of hope. I was diagnosed in 1998 with macular degeneration, and by the end of 2002, I was then diagnosed as legally blind. And my retinologist referred me to the Lighthouse of Broward. I didn't want to come here at first. The people here were old and blind. And he reminded me I was in my late 60s and legally blind. And then when I asked him, well, what's the fee? And he told me that there were no fees, that all services here are free. Then I said, well, I'll give it a try. And it was the best thing I ever did for myself. It became a very supportive group where we understood one another, where we were coming from, etc., and learned a variety of skills to help us live more independently. Life for me without the Lighthouse of Broward would have become more reclusive. I was afraid to eat in public. I was afraid to take transportation. And I found myself beginning to cut the world off more and more. So I fear that had I not come here, I would have been more reclusive. And that would have been dreadful for me.
Blindness is one of the most feared things that can happen to a person. In Broward County today, 50% of the people over the age of 65 already have one of the leading causes that can contribute to vision loss. They'll have a vision loss that can really impact on their ability to live independently, and we can be there to help you. We have a wonderful relationship with Nova Southeastern University's School of Optometry, and they bring their fourth-year students right here to the Lighthouse to a clinic, a low vision clinic. A person can come here, have a 2-hour examination, and go away with a whole new appreciation for what can be done visually.
The people who work here, they're very inspiring. They're very encouraging. They're very well trained. And that the most important thing that they give us are twofold. One is a return to independent living when you're visually impaired, and a return to life that has more hope in it than we had imagined when we were diagnosed. I encourage people to financially support this program, the Lighthouse of Broward. You can come and visit the Lighthouse, you can come and see what goes on here, and you can come and see the results of how your dollars are working.
60% of our budget every year comes from private donations. We do not charge for the services that we provide here. I think that that is probably one of the most helpful things for any person who's looking for some way to deal with their vision loss.
Good job!
We are not a medical facility. We are an educational facility. We are there for anyone who has a vision loss and needs help. Please help us to help those people.